Hi everybody, it's Miss H. So, for my read aloud this week, I'm going to be reading a non-fiction book. Do you remember what a non-fiction book is? It's a book that's not a made-up story. It's a book about real things or real places or real facts. So, I'm going to be reading a non-fiction book called The White House. Do you know what the White House is? It's the house where the President of the United States lives and works. And we just got a new president who moved into the White House, and that's where he's going to live and work. And that's why I'm going to read this book, okay? So before I start to read, I want you to think about, what do you know about the White House already? We know that it's white. It's right there in the name. But do you know anything else about it? Do you know where it is? Do you know how old it is? Do you have any other questions that you'd like to know about the White House? Maybe this book will answer them for us. So I'm going to read the White House, and then you're going to do an activity for me, okay? Okay, so the nonfiction book I'm going to be reading is called The White House. So it's a book that is not telling a story, but it's telling me facts about the White House. Do you know anything about the White House? Do you have any questions about the White House? Think about them while I read, and maybe your questions will be answered. All right, let's get started. Okay, so when I look at the first page here, I have the table of contents. Do you know what a table of contents is? It's the first page in some nonfiction books that tells me what the book is going to talk about and on what pages it's going to talk about them. So the table of contents tells me where I can go if I'm looking for something special. If I want to learn what is the White House, I should go to page 4. Let's go to the next page. Here we are on page 4, and it says, what is the White House? The White House is a symbol of the president. See the word symbol that's bolded? That means it's an important word we need to pay attention to. It also stands for democracy. It is in Washington, D.C. The word democracy is in bold here too. So symbol and democracy are both bolded, which means they're important. It also sometimes means that these are words we might not know what they mean, but there's something in the back of the book that will tell us. Do you know what that is? Let's keep going. The president lives in the White House. He or she works in the Oval Office. Do you see the bolded words on this page? That's right, Oval Office. And then on the other side of the page is a little map. It says parts of the White House. So the main part is in the middle. There's one part on the side that says East Wing, and there's another part on the other side that says West Wing, which is where the Oval Office is. And who works in the Oval Office? The president, right? The president gives speeches in the Rose Garden. Do you see where the president would stand? Behind that podium, right. So now we have a new heading at the top. A historic house. Historic means it's been around for a long time. Since 1800, the White House is where important decisions have been made. World leaders meet with the president at the White House. They sign treaties. World famous building. The White House is one of the world's most famous buildings. People take tours. They learn about the building's past. The White House is part of U.S. history. It is a symbol of America. So at the end of the book are some tools that can help us, some nonfiction text features. We have the glossary right here. Remember those words that were in bold? The bold words mean that they're important. We might not know what they mean. So the glossary at the end of the book tells us what those words mean, and it gives us pictures so we know exactly what we're talking about. And then the last page of the book is the index. Do you know what the index is for? It's similar to the table of contents in the beginning. It's a list of all the things that the book talked about, but it puts them in ABC order, so it's a little bit easier to find if I'm looking for something. So let's pretend I wanted to find the page about the Rose Garden, where the president gives speeches sometimes. I would like to find the Rose Garden. Do you see what page it's going to be on? That's right, it's on page 10. So now I know if I flip back to page 10, I see the page about the Rose Garden. The index helped me to do that. Wow. So I just finished that book, The White House, and I learned a lot from it. I liked seeing all the photographs of the White House and then the drawings from when it was first built, because that was before they even had cameras. So the house has been around for a long time. I really liked it. I hope that you did too. So now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go and you're going to draw a picture of where you think the president should live. If the president didn't live in the White House, he has to live in some house. So I want you to use your drawing tools, and I want you to design and color and draw the house where you think the president of the United States should live and should work. Now, it can be white if you want it to be white, but it doesn't have to be. I can't wait to see what you draw.